Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God.
Hey, I'm Caleb, and this is my Bible. Yo, it's 66 books that fit together to form one big story of how God created us. And He loves us so much that He has given us everything that we need to live a joyful life. He even gave us His very own Son, Jesus. When we learn to be okay with what we have, we discover true contentment. And I have 4 stories to show us what it looks like when someone chooses contentment and when they don't. We get started way in the New Testament, in the book of Philippians. There we go. Okay, here, the Apostle Paul shares with the believers in Philippi what he's learned about choosing contentment. I have learned to be content no matter what happens to me. I can do all this by the power of Christ. He gives me strength. Now, when Paul says he's content no matter what, you gotta remember, the man has been put in prison, he's been stoned, robbed, whipped, betrayed by his own people, and even shipwrecked. Whew. Now let's take a look at someone in the Old Testament who definitely needs a dose of contentment. Here, King Ahab of Samaria has everything he could ever want, except a nice little veggie garden near the palace. There's just one catch. That patch of land belongs to a man named Naboth, and he's not selling. Instead of taking no for an answer, King Ahab pitches a royal tantrum. And the way he uses his royal powers proves he's the whiniest evil supervillain. Moving back to Exodus, we meet up with the Israelites. God has led His people out of slavery in Egypt and into freedom in the desert. Time to celebrate, right? Except the Israelites, they can't seem to do anything but whine and complain about the lack of a 4-star menu. And when God provides surprise food from heaven, they simply find something new to grumble about. Let's wrap up in the New Testament with another letter from Paul. All right, here, Paul reminds the believers in Corinth that no matter what they've been through, they always have something to give. Brothers and sisters, we want you to know about the grace that God has given to the churches in Macedonia. They have suffered a great deal, but in their suffering, their joy was more than full. Even though they were very poor, they gave very freely. They did more than we expected. Do you ever feel like you don't have much? There's always someone nearby who needs your smile, your words, or even your listening ear. When you choose to be okay with what you have, you've learned the secret of true contentment. And I can't wait to see how it plays out in you and me.